How are Grizzly the Allen here, out on a beautiful spring morning. Set out for a little walk, got a little bit of spare time, thought I'd try out some new gear, just kind of putting it to the test. So today I'm out doing a little bit of urban exploring. I'm currently walking around the sites of an old chemicals plant, an old works, and that's at the bottom of my road. It's all been demolished, it's all fenced off, but there's lots of holes in the fences now, and it's getting quite popular with dog walkers. I've got some new walking boots. I've had to say goodbye to the trusty faithful Merrell Moab 2s as the grip's starting to go. I've had 2 pairs of them, absolutely love them boots. And then I found a bit of a deal to try the new Merrell Moab 3s. So yesterday I spent all day just walking around the house in them, and straight from the bat they feel like slippers. So I thought, put them out in a real environment and yeah, see how they do. I'm also trialling out a new rucksack. I'm a sucker for an advert, and an advert keeps coming up on my Facebook with this new rucksack. So I thought, yeah, give it a try. So it's the Low Alpine Pro Trail 30, and so far it seems to be really comfy, really spacious, and yeah, absolutely brilliant. Granted, this is the first try out. I've got a Berghaus 35 litre rucksack at home that I used to use predominantly for my hiking, just my day hikes, and yeah, it's always served a nice purpose, but it's always felt a bit on the small side. Now for this 30 litre rucksack I'm trialling out now, I'm just absolutely bamboozled of how a smaller rucksack can fit in more gear than a larger rucksack. So yeah, I'm currently trying out this rucksack. In it I'd pretty much say everything, kind of the basics that I'd need for a wild camp. I've got my winter sleeping bag, the OEX Fathom 400, which packs down to probably about the size of a football. I've got my new hooped bivy bag, the Alp Kit Elan. I've got my roll mat. I've got my pillow. I've got my stove. I've got my down booties. I've got a waterproof jacket, down jacket, about 1.5 litres of water. The only thing I've not got is like first aid kit, food and brew kit, maybe a few tinnies, but there is still ample room in this rucksack. I've often wondered when I've been watching some hikers, some wild campers like Paul Messner or Dean Reed, on how it's possible to carry so much gear in a small rucksack, thinking surely there must be some sort of wizardry going on. But what I'm starting to realise now is it's not necessarily the size of the rucksack, it's more the shape of the rucksack. So last month I went on a camping trip. I'll put the video somewhere up here, with some good friends. As I was going to a forest, they thought they'd be a bit bushcrafty, so they were all in DPM, 120 litre army issue Bergens on the backs, and I went out with one of my new rucksacks. I'll put the name on the screen now. It's a Low Alpine 50 litre rucksack, which I'm now nicknamed the Turquoise TARDIS. So their rucksacks were full, 120 litre. Mine was, yeah, full, including carrying 12 cans of beer, and all I could think is, what are they carrying that I'm not? So now I'm starting to realise it's not necessarily the size or the literage of the rucksack, it's more the shape of the rucksack. So as a few people like Dan Becker will suggest, if you are out to try your first wild camp, you should really be buying your big three first, being your tent, your sleep system, and then once you can see how big they are, then get the rucksack to fit them in. Now I've noticed a lot of rucksacks are quite narrow and tall, almost like a drain pipe. Now you can't wiggle a lot more stuff in there as you'd hope, as I'm now noticing that stumpier rucksacks are a lot more wider, and yeah, once you can get your sleeping bag in, you could possibly get something in next to it, down the side of it, or there's little pockets to put in like your pillow and stuff, and you don't need to have a big sunken rucksack, which was probably a heavy item straight away, to carry all your gear. I'm putting in a real conscious effort this year to be releasing more videos. I'm sure you've seen me say that before, but then like life gets in the way. So I'm at least wanting to put out one video a month, and plenty of shorts, whether it's down to me sending in the gym, maybe in the summer sends on outdoor boulders, or just some snippets of walks and trails that I've been on. I'm currently on 193 subscribers. Thank you very much. I'd love to just get them 7 more, take me up to 200. That would mean the world to me. And if there is anywhere that you'd like me to explore around the Peak District or the Peak District area, please drop it in the comments and I'll give it a look-see. So yeah, just a short one from me today, out on my own. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. If you've not already subscribed, please subscribe. Give it a good thumbs up because it really helps with the algorithm. And leave me a comment, tell me how you are. And until next time, po barrier, hooroo!